All right, guys. You guys are excited? Guys, hold on for 1 second. 1 second. This is going to be one of the best moment in our life actually, to honor and privilege to have a new double diamond on a stage, and gives us an opportunity on behalf of their upline, obviously Manipal, Renuka, Kanti and Lata, and all these diamonds. Let's guys bring a brand new double diamonds on this stage. Kumar and Anjali, SHIVRAM. All right, guys, you have no idea how much your life's gonna be affected, because our is. Because this is the couple who is standing here. There is no words can describe what they mean to us, an entire gala team, Brit team. Because they were the one who ignited the fire, continuously do that. And I know God is blessing them with so many better things, because they have a good heart. Not only that, there is nothing Kumar would ever say which he doesn't mean. And we really appreciate that. And our prayers are always there. And I know God is, this is nothing, just a beginning. I know I can see Crown Ambassadorship happening just like this. No question about it. Meena?
Well, of course your upline is proud of you, but we are also proud of you, this couple, because I'm glad we came to know it through our upline. And we are great addition to the Brit team. And I know you're going to fill the Coliseum. We love you guys. Thank you.
So guys, let's bring the roof down. This is not just a regular pin, guys. It's a double diamond, okay? So you all gonna help me? New double diamonds, Kumar and Anjali, SHIVRAM.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Are you fired up? I cannot hear you. Let's rock and roll. All right. Have a seat, everybody. Have a seat. Well, we are extremely excited to be here. It is always an honor and a privilege, something that we don't take for granted. You know, every time we come on stage, since we went Double Diamond, it's been, I don't know, 8, 9 times we've been recognized on stage at different FEDs in the US and now in India. But every time I walk up on stage, it's like the first time. This business, you get your blessings if you never lose the cutting edge of innocence. If you're sitting at the edge of your seat, and if you remember the innocence with which you got in and sponsored the first few people into the business, and you maintain that innocence, you will be continually blessed. You become lazy and you take this for granted and you start sitting back a little, coming late a little, it's over. Party is over. Might as well go home. So Anjali and I fight very hard to keep that edge of innocence. because we will never forget, never take all this for granted. Okay? If I were to give a title to this talk, it would be Attitude of Gratitude. Okay? From more than anybody else, by the way, I mean, I mentioned this earlier. Both of us have had a pretty good childhood. You know, you saw our parents up here on stage, and both my sisters here. My sister from Bombay, Shanta, also traveled here. Shamla and Subbu are, of course, building the business here. And it took, when we grew up, and her sister and brother-in-law, diamonds in our team, Ajay and Alka, you've seen them before here. And both of us had good childhood. You know, she grew up in a wealthy business home, and my daddy used to work for the government. So lifestyle was a little different, but we had very uplifting homes. You know, I mean, I don't remember anybody telling me I can't do something. You know. But the other thing also, of course, so I grew up with a good attitude. You know, and yesterday Shankar, my cousin from you know, Emerald Direct, Shankar, he told me a couple of days ago that, Kumar, you've always been a happy person. And sometimes you need somebody else to tell you that. So I got fired up. I got even happier that I was a happy person. And you know, that occurred to me. And in fact, Anjali is the greatest blessing for me, because more than from anybody else, what I have learned from her is the attitude of gratitude. I mean, you're looking at somebody, when you listen to Anjali, she doesn't do stage talk. She lives the life she talks to you about. You know, even I grew up in a household that, you know, where small talk and murmuring and gossiping never happened. My mother and my father never liked to do that. And a great fortune to be married to Anjali, who also comes from a similar family. She doesn't like to gossip. She doesn't like to belittle people. She doesn't like to talk negative. Period. That's it. I mean, you cannot get my wife down. Okay? I mean, you've seen me angry, you know, here and there I can get ticked off a little bit. You know, you can see it on the tapes. You can hear it on the tapes, right? And people want a VCD of mine, because when I do this, you can't see it on the tape. But she is incredible. She doesn't like to talk much about her struggles, you know. I mean, everybody looks at her and says, oh, look at the dainty, you know, delicate flower. Well, she used to play basketball for the state of Maharashtra, for your information. And that too in the 80s, when it is not a pretty picture. I mean, you're going to go to the interiors of Maharashtra and play basketball, where you got to kind of hold off for 3 days. They don't even have decent, you know, sanitary things there. You know, I mean, no toilet, nothing. And she's fought for the state of Maharashtra, you know, she and her sister. And they have gone through those, you know, roughed it out kind of thing. And in Manhattan, before her knight in shining armor rescued her, that would be me, she used to work in Manhattan for the pits. She got paid very little money, and living like a queen here, princess here in Bombay, and then sometimes she had to settle for popcorn and orange juice for dinner. She never complained. Her sister tells me she never complained. Nobody knew that that's what she was doing. And it's a total blessing. You know, and going diamond, I'll tell you what. Guys, listen, we lived in the car. There is a litmus test as to whether you're going to go diamond or not. You know, when the moon is out, where do you see that moon from? If you see it more often from your bedroom window than you see it from a car or a train or a bus, you are not going diamond. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you are seeing the moon from a car or a bus or a train more often than you see it from your own house, you're going diamond. You're out there sowing the seed. You're going somewhere, planting the seed, showing the plan. That's what we did. We lived in the car. I didn't expect her to have great meal cooked for me every day when I came back from work. She worked too. We came back. We used to spend 5 minutes in the house. She used to throw something in a little tiffin dabba, and we drove. And when we hit the highway, we knew exactly which place the traffic will slow down so she can start feeding me. I mean, we had that act. You know you're going diamond when the tea stall owner starts recognizing you in the middle of nowhere, some highway. Kumar, That's when. You know you're going diamond when your neighbor who doesn't understand the business thinks that your wife is having an affair with the courier man, because he's always there bringing something, tools. You know, because that is action, man. I mean, you cannot hide the fact that you're going diamond. There's something happening in that house. There is energy, there is excitement. There are people in our neighborhood who don't even know what camp means, but they know we are going camp. They come into our house and they know what to say, what not to say, you know. Nobody has ever given me any negative about Amway, guys. Because they look at my eyes and they know, don't mess with this guy. This is not today. This is from 600 PV itself. When I was 500 PV, I was like that. If they're about to get negative, I look at that. What? What were you going to say? And they'll This business is for tough people, okay? It is not for people. This business is for tough people. This is not for people with a molten spinal cord, liquid spinal cord. There are people with real guts. You need a thick skin and a soft heart to build this business. Hello. So thank you, Anjali. Because see, I'll tell you what, we went double diamond. Of course, the most special part of a double diamondship is that my dad and mom, Amma and Appa, came on stage just now, our 12th leg, platinum leg, for a double diamondship. Hello. In fact, their final month of qualification, it was raining. The big rains in Bombay and in Mumbai, and he had a 4-hour window when the rain let up, when he had a chance to go to the ADC and place his last order. Hello? 80 years and 72 years young. Okay, but I want to thank Anjali because, you know, what I'm saying is EDC and double diamondship were a result of the foundation. Double diamondship, I can't say that we were working hard for a double diamondship. In fact, final month of qualification, we were in South Africa enjoying the India Diamond Club. Where, by the way, I discovered that the zoo is, safari is the opposite of zoo. Zoo, the animals are inside and you're watching from the outside. In safari, you are inside and they're all watching from the outside. So that was our final month of qualification. I was not in the ADC, you know, doing this labor pain. Push, push. My dad had to do a little bit of that, but I was there. But if you build the foundation right, the higher pins will just come automatically. You know, we have double diamonds in the US, diamonds in India. We have platinum, we are Q12s in UK, United Kingdom, and we have an emerald leg in Singapore. Tell me, because of the system and the great corporation that we are a part of. But it evolves naturally because of your initial foundation. If you build a foundation right, you'll have a business everywhere. But during the foundational stage, thank you, Anjali, for being with me, for sitting in that car, for sleeping and trying not to sleep, because while coming back late at night, I would say, Anju, don't sleep, because if you sleep, I'll sleep. I'm driving the car, you know. And then sometimes at the red light, you fall asleep. You come to the traffic light, red, fall asleep. You wait for it to turn green. 2 minutes later, you open, it's still red. So again, you fall asleep. I've done that, man. 15 minutes are gone, it's still red. Because it went yellow, green, and everything, and back to red, you know. We have done that. You know. I didn't fall asleep while driving, only while stopping. We did that. Huh? I put it on park, yeah. He wants to be specific, okay. Some of you might try some stunts now, okay. But I'll tell you, I mean, we were there. Day in, day out, you know, and I'll tell you some funny stories, but let me give the mic to my princess, mother of my 3 angels. You're actually going to get the mic this time. Anjali Kumar.
Well, it's, again, you know, it is a wonderful experience to be recognized all across the world and to be recognized on this stage. And, you know, I'm standing here and I see a lot of you that know that you're going to be up here. You've already made the decision. You know that it's worth it. You want your upline to raise your hands and recognize you, and you want your family to be here. You want your parents on stage, your children on stage, to have a celebration of your accomplishment. That is our prayer and our dream, and I hope you realize how special that feeling is. It is a financial security business. It's a business that when you reach this level, you will not have to worry about the daily petty problems that money can create. And that we can almost certainly tell you that if you build a business right, you will have the kind of stability that you're looking for. And we know that it's there. We know that you will be here. We know a lot of you have made a decision this weekend, today, and we know you'll be on this stage in the next year, or maybe 2 years, or however long you decide to make it work. But you know, this business is very special. You saw a video today of our 3 children, and they are the reason, you know, that I wanted to support my husband 100%. Initially, when I came into the business, he already had a group. And I had relationships with the people in the team, but my burning desire came when we started writing down our goals, and I understood the kind of lifestyle we can offer our family. We worked really hard in the beginning, as Kumar said, putting the foundation down. A lot of times I didn't understand what we were doing. We would sit in the car and drive to places, and there'll be, just one person sitting there, and I'll do a beauty break, and I'll show them some products, and, after driving all this place, they'll just buy 2-3 products from me, but it was very accomplishing. Everything that you do will add up, because we were doing it with total faith. We knew that the people would come, we knew that we would find the leaders, and it was a process. And I also knew that I had to be with him, because sometimes, it is your wife is your best cheerleader, and your husband is your best cheerleader. If you have the relationship and you are building it together, you're building it for your family's security, it's important for you to be there together. Today I don't go everywhere with him because it's not necessary. We've done the basic work. But when we were putting the foundation in, we had a goal, we had our dreams identified, we had our goals identified, we put dates as to what we accomplished. Same thing that what you're doing right now. But one more thing that we always did was we spoke what we wanted, and we did not give life to any doubt. There was just a very determined attitude as to what we were going to, the kind of lifestyle we wanted for our family. It's reading those books will give you that extra self-confidence. In the way you speak at home, the kind of atmosphere you have in the house is always like, we can see when we meet a few couples, and you see where the relationship at home is tight. You see the husband, you see the wife, and the wife is just as involved. She may not talk a lot, you don't have to have all this, but you have to have a certain kind of strength that your husband takes from you. And that he knows that you're not going to criticize him or complain or judge him, and you're not going to ask him every day what happened here, what happened there. You just let the business grow. It is a business of finding leaders. You can't make people do and perform things, but you can go out and find these people. And that's what your upline has done. So we want to congratulate you all for being big dreamers and being in this room. Another thing this business has given us, which is very special, is our relationship together. And I'm sure a lot of you feel that also. A typical housewife, her lifestyle is that, if you have a job, you work the job, you come home, you take care of your family, you have family, if you're living with your in-laws, you have children already, you have so much that you do. But, the most important relationship that you can form while making sure all your other obligations are done is your relationship with your spouse. We have had that opportunity. This business has given me the ability to not only excel as a mother to my kids, not only to excel as a human being, as to people in our organization, to uplift people, to do what I'm supposed to for our family, but also to be to be the best wife I can, but also to be a great businesswoman. I can use my abilities and creativity to have a huge organization and impact people. So it's very satisfying. All round, it's very satisfying. And I hope you realize that. I hope you realize the time that you can get with each other while building your network, And, we made use of it. Every time we went out, it was special for us. We knew what we were going to accomplish that night. But if it didn't work out the way we wanted, we still had a good time, We were grateful for every moment we got with each other, and we still are, We are happy to be together. And that's very special. Of course, we fight sometimes, we have our arguments, we have things that, we say to each other, and then later say, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or later say, maybe I should have said that more, the same things that you said. But, it's the duration of our fights has gotten shorter. At first, we used to argue, but, maybe we didn't talk to each other for a couple of hours, we would be mad. But that duration has come down because we have so much happening, so much good happening in life, It's like all of a sudden you fight, and then one phone call comes that, we are so excited from your downline. They'll say, we just sponsored this couple, and they just did this, and all of a sudden you forget your problem. Because, you're not just involved about your life, you're involved in the success of so many lives. And appreciate that, Appreciate that. You'll have your good days, you'll have your great days. But you don't have to be reactive to people. And this I'm talking to the ladies because not always everything goes perfect in our home. Sometimes the buy didn't come, or sometimes this didn't happen, the dishwasher needs fixing, the light bulb got fused. But you don't have to react to everything. You know, understand that when someone calls you up or someone in your group is trying to reach you, you have to uplift them. You cannot, you know, your blessings will come from the way you handle your situations. Everybody has a certain set of situations to handle, and it could be something really challenging for you at this part of your life. But if that's the way God wants you to handle it, you should handle it with a smile, you know. And some people you find they make a big deal about something, you know, like I had this experience lately when I had this lady who has a little baby, happy, healthy baby, but the baby has a little, you know, little things that you need to get done. They have gas things going. You know how little infants are, if you all have little children, you know. And she was making such a big thing about the fact, and it was her first child, so we were, you know, very nice and uplifting and all right, everything will be fine, don't worry, do this, try this massage. But you know, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, then finally I sat her down. I said, you know how grateful you should be to have a healthy child? There's nothing wrong with your baby, you know, don't make a bigger story about it than it actually is. If this is the worst that you know, God wants you to handle this situation, just handle it with a smile, you know. Whatever you have to go through is part of your story that you will share. But be uplifting, be encouraging, and speak what you want. I believe that what happens in life is that you attract the energy towards you. You know, you attract good people to you based on your attitude. You attract vibes from people. You know, if they feel you're a happy person, they want to be around you. If they feel that you have a good relationship in your home, your husband-wife team is together, they want to be around you. And that's what attracts people to you. They will sign up because of the money in the business for the potential, but they'll stay in the business because of your relationship. And that's what you have to improve on a day-to-day basis. That's why we have the BWW system. We have of leadership and teachings that comes from this stage. And I hope you don't take that lightly and appreciate what that can do for you. Another thing for the single ladies and whoever's out there building the business single, you know, this is the only business you can succeed in as a single person. It is not difficult. Don't worry about it. God is with you. Your upline is with you. There are so many successful business people today, you know, all across. You open the newspaper, you see, you know, all the ladies, everybody, all the ladies pretty much as the men, the ladies also are either part of a successful business or they have their own successful businesses that they run. The world is changing. You know, 30 years ago when my mother had us, you know, she was, you know, the world was different. The ladies were not doing as much as they are right now. The opportunities today that you have are tremendous. And understand this is the only business that you have a fair chance. So anyway, I have to let my husband talk now. We love talking to you. God bless you all and get Diamond done.
Awesome. That's so good. I want to once again thank my parents, you know, for giving us the background and the childhood and the upbringing, you know, and my dad is standing here, he's telling me, you know, after all this you've become a DD again. I said, what do you mean? He says, I'm a direct distributor, you're a double diamond, so you're like a DD again. So he had to put that one in anyway. So you know, I mean, see, US, we build our business, and initially, of course, you know, most of our business, our foundational business is still with Indians, you know, they are the best in the world. And I mean, I'll tell you what, right now, India is on the move because there is something special about India and the culture that India holds, that, you know what, I have no doubt that India is going to be a superpower in the next 10 years. I just have no doubt about it. Okay, and but there people are hunting for Indians. They're looking to sponsor Indians, you know, because that's the thing to do. So business is easier in India because you don't have to look for Indians. Okay, not only that, in US we had to see, you think everything was hunky-dory, no, we had to pay a price there. In fact, you can't, it is a melting pot. There are so many cultures and so many people from so many different parts of the world. In the US, your group is going to spread out to different communities. But you have to relate to people. You know, one part of relationship is when you eat with them. You know, when you spend time with them. And in India, you can't go wrong much. Vegetarian, non-vegetarian, just about it. But pretty much you can eat any cuisine from any part of India. Correct? But here we are, you know, we are driving depth in our sixth leg and we end up in a Cambodian household. And they say, we have this special dish for you. Now, I should not have gotten excited. I said, great, I can't wait to try it. Anjali was very smart. She said, I'm fasting. So, me, I got trapped with my big mouth. And I can't tell you what all I have eaten or pretended to eat just to build relationships. Done a lot of things like that, you know. I mean, you go and you say, yeah, nice, and it's looking like, I want to tell him, look, I don't like to talk to my dinner before I eat it, you know. This thing looks alive, you know. But we went through all that, you know. We went through the same stuff that you go through, you know. But I simplified my business. To me, the business is it's an education business, and you have to show up. If you don't show up at the meetings, it's simply not going to work. If you don't show up at the meetings, it's not going to work. Yeah, just now you heard Naren talking about his passion for movies. I have a passion for music. I like the entertainment field too, okay? But I didn't want to struggle in that. Last month I took part in some NRI Antakshari show. Because why? Why not? There was no function during those 2 days. I went for the audition. I thought I was not going to get selected because I don't have the knowledge in the last 15 years of all the songs. You need knowledge for that show. Talent alone is not enough. So I thought, you know, I'm going to go and speak from stage and tell everybody, if you don't have knowledge and if you go for a contest, you know, hey, even you can lose, you know. But I got selected. Then I went for the finals and I won the finals. My team won the finals. Gold medal and all. But you know what? A lot of relatives used to say, Kumar, in Palakkad Tamil, they used to say, Kumar Minalalam, Padindalam Rindan, Patalam Vitache, which means he doesn't sing anymore. You know, he used to sing so much. So suddenly they go to readif.com and my picture is everywhere. Won the Antakshari. Success is revenge. Hello? I mean, you can do the things that see, but I will not kill the golden goose. I will not kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. This is the business that helped us, give us the time and money. This will always be my #1 passion in terms of our financial security. You know, but you can do other things. You got freedom to do it. Okay? But you know, you have to go through the process. To me, this business is the art of inviting people to meetings. That's it. I mean, my heart goes out to people that are working in call centers. And by the way, let me tell you, IT people, there is only one thing more dangerous than being poor. You know what it is? Thinking that you're rich. What is your number? What is your number that fires you up? What is the number? What is the number? What is your price tag that makes you a lazy person? Wants to just fritter away life achieving nothing. What number is that? 15,000 rupees a month? Oh, so you thought you'll never make 15,000 rupees a month. You got a job in a call center, so you think it's heaven. Is that your price tag? What is 30,000? How about 30,000? Is that your price tag? What fires you up? What is the threshold? What is the threshold? What amount of money when you write a check, it hurts you? You know, maybe it won't hurt you to give 50 rupees to someone for something. But maybe when that number goes to 100, some of you start to do the jalebi thing. What number is that? How many of you feel a little pinch when you write the mobile phone bill payment? Anybody like that? 1,000 rupees. When you know, I wish I didn't have to write this check. Anybody like that? How about when you write your mortgage payment or your car payment? 7,000 rupees a month, 8,000 rupees a month. What amount of money hurts you? Makes you think. Says, oh my goodness, I am not saving anything. I wish I had a better car. You know? What amount of money? See, this business allowed me to increase that threshold. The amount of money that should pinch you should not be in the survival level. It should be in the lifestyle level. Buying, you know, house payments, car payments, you know, school fees, buying things for day to day. You know, the time you should think about it is when your wife wants to buy 2 solitaire diamonds. And the only decision you're making is, should I buy both today or one today and one tomorrow? So increase your threshold. Hello? Solitaire diamonds are not cheap, in case you're wondering. They can run to 30, 40 lakhs. How many of you would like to increase your threshold to 30 lakhs? See, IT professional, I've been an IT professional. I have hired you if you're an IT professional. I have had a company, IT company. 12 people I have work for me. I thought they will all build the business, IT business, and I'll have residual income. Actually, I ended up having 13 headaches, 12 of theirs plus my own that I had from before. What is your threshold? What are you doing in this business? You know, we are actually changing lives. We are propelling into the future without losing our soul. Every other business, you have to lose your soul. You have to bribe, you have to do something that you don't want to do. I mean, you're certainly not recognized along with your wife on stage. In the IT profession, they might send you here and there, but they don't send your wife with you. I mean, they might even have a retreat, with consultants. They don't send your whole family, they don't send your wife, they don't encourage, they don't like it when you spend time with your family. India, you have to wake up. Our country has to wake up. Our country has to wake up to that reality. Everybody is excited about globalization, but you have to globalize without losing your heart, soul, and your value system. I used to say that in India, life has no value, but values have a lot of life. Okay, but we want to keep it that way. People used to say, why did you go to US? What are you going to do for India? You brain drain, you abandoned the... But you know what? In 1998, within 2 weeks of the business opening, in my own small way, Anjali and I did more for India than a lot of people have done for 50 years. Because we shared the dream. We put the dream into people's homes. Okay, this is about sharing the dream. And you know what? I kept it very simple. To me, if you don't show up at the functions, I can't help you. Okay? There are many kinds of people that build the business. I mean, there is a retail IBO who wants to do a lot of retail. That's fine. We encourage them, we help them, we give them every training that's possible. But if you want to have a network and residual income, you need to show up here. Okay? I mean, I built it like that. To me, I got 2 words in the back of my head all the time when I'm building this business. The first word is next, and the next word is meeting. Next meeting. To me, I have not shown you the plan until you showed up at the open. I got good at that. I got good at shutting my trap, not talking too much, and answering every question as much as possible with either a tape or inviting to the next meeting. Not just at the show the plan, but even after sign up. All the way till they go platinum or emerald. I'm only thinking next meeting. My mentality is this: if a new person walks into this FED, my thought process as soon as they walked in the morning, when I talk to them is, hey, today is going to change your life. Do you know what? Next function, you need to have a goal of bringing about 50 people. I start programming them. Because your security is in numbers. I'm telling you, people who stay, I don't know of anybody that's really growing and gaining the respect of the team and keeping a pin level. I mean, people scramble from all over the world, man. Everywhere we go, people scramble to come to be part of the Brit Worldwide system. And I'm sure there are other systems too that are that way. But you know what? The consistency with which we have built this business, the consistency with which people come running to us. When I was in Bangkok once, people came running to me. I have seen triple diamonds and crowns come running to Kanti Gala saying, please do something to start a system here. Because this system and the combination of the company I spent a good amount of time, I'm grateful for it, with Jim Payne, with Bill Pinkney, with Rajneesh Chopra, Stephen Beddoe, and we have just come to be great friends. At the leadership level, we are extremely united, guys, and you shouldn't have any doubt about the relationship between Amway and Brit Worldwide and where we are going. Because Bill was kind enough to pay a visit at Taj Palace in Delhi to come and meet us, just to come. He didn't have to do that, he came and met us. And we know that the company is 1,000% behind anybody that creates growth. Hello? So we are creating growth. We are going to take Amway to 10,000 crores, aren't we? Yeah, I'm telling you, it is going to happen. So to me, my attitude is, hey, see, many people in here are trying to talk people. There are 2 big problems that non-growers have in Amway. Problem number 1 is not enough width. Haven't sponsored enough people. I tell people, keep on going wide till Rich DeVos calls you and says, no more room in the computer. The other problem is trying to make somebody do something they don't want to do. I'm telling you guys, I have never tried to make anybody do something they don't want to do. I want people to take baby steps. I don't think in giant steps. You can tell me anything you want. If I'm working with you brand new, you're brand new, and you give me all this Ramayana and Mahabharata, everything, I let you talk. Oh, product expensive, this, that, I got the glister, the box was dented on the side. You talk. I don't argue with you. Because the quality of the toothpaste will be answered at some product training, right? Or we can do a demo if there is time there. But you know what? No matter what you say, what am I thinking in my mind? What are the 2 words I'm thinking in my mind? Next meeting. If I go to show the plan and somebody says, Amway, it won't work. It has been through here before, like tsunami. Been through here before. And he says, yeah, I had my uncle, cousin, this one came, that one came, but get this, that, dum, you know, hemoglobin of the atmospheric pressure in the country, whatever. When they finish talking, you know what I tell them? So, Thursday evening, I'll see you at Vani Mahal. 6:30 p.m., you and your wife. Why? No, because you must meet Ravi and Dr. Priya. Why? Because they are not there. Whoever is not there at that meeting, you need to meet Raja Naren. You will relate to him. Why? Because that's the way to get them to the meeting. And there you stand there, you sit and argue with them. You sit and try to convince them. Next meeting, dude. Hello? Somebody calls me and says, you know, they're in the business for a while. They call me, Kumar, I got some questions for you. You know, this happened, that happened, voucher happened, went to voucher, vanished and went to Mars and something. Okay. I need to talk to you. My wife, you know, she is not excited about the business, whatever. I need to talk to you. I said, okay. 7 p.m. there's an open meeting. I'll see you at 6:15. We'll meet outside, you know, that little place in the corner, we'll meet there. Then we'll have a cup of tea and talk. Oh, but this Thursday I'm not coming to the meeting. Really, why? No, one party is there, I committed. I said, okay, we'll meet next Thursday. You think I'm a fanatic? You better believe it. This is how I built my diamond ship at Double Diamond Ship. I went from home to home to home, but I put them in the meeting. I am thinking next BBS, how many new people I have? I'm telling you, like I said, we have all these different spins in all these countries. We have major businesses out of all the, we are at 12% in Russia right now. Double diamond there, diamond here, all that. Emerald going leg in Singapore and a Q12 in UK. But you know what? To me, there is no way, I don't even know how many dollars is a ruble or how many ruble is a dollar. The 2 countries where I have pretty good ideas, US and India. The others, Singapore has a dollar, but I don't know what it matches with. I don't even know what the products are in Russia. I asked somebody for products, what are the list of products, because I wanted to make a conference call there. They gave me a nice printout in Russian. So you know what they say on the last day? What did the Russian premier's wife say to him on the last day of, month end at the ADC? She said, Vladimir, put in the volume. Anyway, never mind. Some of you don't understand all that. Anyway. But you know what I measure? In each country, I have a manager that does my international businesses. He manages. What I measure is this. Okay, he gives me a report each country. UK, last BBS or last function, Kumar, your business had so many legs at the function. Each leg had these many numbers, different numbers. These are the standing order count. Okay, I know the strength of my business immediately. That's all I need to know. Be it Russia, be it Timbuktu, be it any country. That's all I need to know in each country. India, I get a report. You want to know how to build a huge business? This is what you monitor. How many people are getting educated in your group? That's how we fill. Why do you think everybody said, let's fill a coliseum, let's fill this stadium, let's fill that stadium? Because that is how you build security for your future. If it is security for my future, it is security for your future. Hello? Right? We have been through a lot in this business. We went through a lot of stuff. We have had people disappear, right? You sponsor a few people, 1/3 of them what? Don't they vanish? Vanish. They're gone, their street address is gone, their house is gone, right? In fact, I had suggested that that's good for the population of India. You just sponsor a lot of people, 1/3 will vanish. Last year, they sent us for Achievers trip to Las Vegas, and they took us to a magic show by a guy called Lance Burton, famous magician. After that, they had the EDC's reception with him. And during the show, he had made people disappear, you know, on the thing, all that magic stuff. I told him, Mr. Burton, we know how to do that. I said, can you teach us how to make them reappear? We have Nanda and Sangeeta Shringari in diamond qualification in our US business. We have Sugit and Kajal Ajman in new EDCs last year, just in our business. What is common among these people? They all love to work hard and they love to have fun. But you build it solid, guys. You build it for your family's security first. This business can, no other business can even hold a candle to this one in terms of the quality of life that it offers to you. And the quality of our life is directly proportional to our self-image. The quality of our life is directly proportional to our self-image. If our self-image is low, the quality of our life will be low. Quality means what? Where we live, how we live, our income and everything. If our self-image is high, we have a high quality of life. What happens is, I don't have time to get into this too much, but our goal in life is to increase our self-image. I mean, if you take an auto rickshaw driver and put him in a Mercedes-Benz on a US highway, the first thing he'll do is pull the handbrake up. Because his thinking is at the auto rickshaw level. He wants to start the car. So he has to change his thinking before he can get in the Benz. True? It's us, ours. You want to improve the quality of your life, you've got to increase your self-image. So going to an open meeting, listening to tapes, going to functions is not a cute thing to do to impress your upline. It's a question of life and death. Because you have to increase your self-image. You owe it to you, you owe it to your spouse, you owe it to your children, you owe it to your upline, you owe it to your family, you owe it to the world to increase your self-image. Because if you don't increase your self-image, Amway will go from 600 crores to 10,000 crores and you will not see one single red naya paisa out of that. Nothing. So if I increase it, that's why you never ask probability questions in Amway. You don't say, what is the probability of anybody succeeding? Because it is an unfair question. People are not coins. Everybody's got a different self-image, different set of baggage, different set of background they come from, and you cannot put them in a probability thing. Kumar, how come there are only 8 new diamonds or 4 new diamonds this year in BWW? I'll tell you why. Because there's only 4 couples that increased their self-image to the diamond level last year. That's it. Even though there is no limit to how many couples can increase their self-image. Nobody has sent a letter out to you saying, please don't increase your self-image this year because you can only handle 4 diamonds. Nobody said that. Everybody in this room is free to. See, so long as you focus on that, you don't have to worry about what's happening with your cross line and this one and that one. Because if you have the freedom to increase your self-image, and the way you do that is by changing what goes in the brain. Putting more positive in there, more positive expectation, cutting down the television and all that. Once that goes in there, I'll tell you what, your self-image will increase, you'll perform better and you'll get better results. And when you have a diamond self-image, you will walk and talk like a diamond, you will act like a diamond, you'll eat like a diamond, you'll go to the bathroom like a diamond, before you go diamond, and then you'll go diamond. So we need 100 diamonds from this room. Okay, we need 100 diamonds from this room. We want to raise your hand as new diamond on bridge stage, okay? We love you, go diamond!